iconic strip hotel that's been around since the 1950s will soon shutter for good.
The Tropicana Hotel was shut down April 2nd to make way for the new Las Vegas A's Stadium.
The Tropicana is expected to cease operations permanently on April 2nd.
So everybody has a first memory of Vegas. For some people, it's the 90s with all of the kid-friendly stuff. That's me. And for some people, it's way back in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. And that would be the Tropicana's main primetime era. The Tropicana closes forever on April 2nd of 2024 to make way for, of all things, a baseball stadium. So in this video, we're going to walk through the Tropicana one last time, smuggling our small little DJI Pocket 3, hopefully to get some good low light footage, to show you a far gone and way old era in Vegas. Welcome to the channel. My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. Vegas blogger. And it sure does get loud on the strip. Let's go and enjoy it. All right, 1, 2, 3, and action.
Hey, and not even Las Vegas. Also, I love your channel.
And by the way, if you're that guy that just gave me a shout out at New York, can you reach out to me? Send me an email on the screen. I want to thank you for that. That made my night. And maybe we can do an interview where you tell me about you and what it's like to be a performer on the Las Vegas Strip. If you're watching, you said you love our channel. Back to the tour of the Strip. The Tropicana is behind us right there. We'll be there very soon. So I'd like to think of the Strip as set up into little time frames or epochs, if you will. What's behind me with the MGM Grand right now? This would be like an epoch from the 90s. This is where Vegas went over to be kid-friendly. And when this place was originally opened, this was all about the Wizard of Oz, believe it or not. That's the green color that you can see, and the giant lion out front is representative of MGM Grand Film Studios. Across the way, we saw the New York, and behind us, of course, we have the mighty Excalibur, and that's also the 90s era. But the Tropicana came out in a time way back when. This is the 1950s. It opened in 1957, and in 1957, there wasn't much else to compete with it, and it was really top of the tops for what it was worth. It was a strange property. It's strange because the Fontainebleau just opened last year, and this property, the Tropicana, was also opened by a Fontainebleau founder, well, at least partially. See, one of the founders of the Fontainebleau came out to Vegas to try his hand at a similar type of property. That became the Tropicana. He ran out of money during that time, and it was finished off by somebody else. But what's old is new again in Vegas. Well, the Tropicana now closes its doors forever in just a few days. But this property started off with 300 rooms, relatively small casino. It just expanded throughout the years as we take a look. So this might be a cool little bit of trivia for you guys, but if you take a look at the side of the MGM, you can actually see the theming from the Wizard of Oz. It's these big tall structures that look like they're from the movie poster representing the Emerald City, plus the green color. You know, it's copyrighted, and it's actually the specific green color of the Wizard of Oz. Quite interesting, right? So there's always been a long-standing rule at the Tropicana, and that is no video allowed. Even tonight, with respect, very nice to me, the person working the floor kind of waved his hand and said, hey, no videos, okay? So we can't exactly keep flipping the camera around and talking to ourselves and talking to you, the audience. But if you like videos like this, be sure to subscribe, because you're gonna get more of these inside looks at Las Vegas and these properties as I can kind of sneak the camera in. Plus, you want to see our live streams. You know, we stream a couple of times a week, Friday nights and Sunday mornings. Our Sunday mornings are like nothing you've ever seen, trust me. We go off the strip, we show you stuff that can be dangerous, dicey, or just plain bizarre. So be sure to subscribe and leave us a comment. What are your Tropicana memories? Or do you not have any? And that's okay if you don't have any. Let's take a look in the Tropicana where we kind of minimize our gear a little bit and see what we can see before this place closes and an era closes forever in just a few days. All right. All right, so we're actually in a wide angle mode right now as we walk into the Tropicana. My wife and I had our first ever dates here at a place called the Comedy Stop at the Trop. And this place is going to hold a special place for us forevermore. Robert Irvine's is to the left of me. A poker room that's not being used is to the right of me. And a whole lot of dead, just decommissioned, turned off machines is what we're going to look at next. So Tropicana carved out a niche for being a value proposition hotel in a world where value proposition hotels don't really exist anymore. They're asking me to leave. Okay, so they caught me on my little camera, but that's okay. They were nice about it. They said, please even. So the Tropicana, like I say, it's a relatively small property. It's not a big place. And it is an interesting place. We do need to see one more thing, and we're going to turn the camera up here and show you guys the Tiffany, as I try to turn my camera up as they're watching me, the Tiffany ceiling. And this thing here is fantastic. Tiffany glass, and a lot of people are upset with this one alone. They want to see that this glass gets saved. And even though you can't film in the casino, they seem to not be enforcing anything, with lots of people getting their last few memories of the Tropicana in before it closes forever. Kind of a wild ride this place had. Bankruptcies and rescues and rebrands and reboots as people take their last few looks at the Tropicana, and as we take our last few looks at the Tropicana. So the rules haven't changed for the Tropicana. You still can't technically film in the casino, but the guards here were nice about it, even though we saw everybody doing that same thing. This is the end of an era, and even the sign says, sorry, we don't have any Tropicana stuff, thank you. People are trying to get their last few licks in to see if they can get some nostalgia. So the Tropicana is officially finished on April 2nd, and even right now, the future of this property is a little uncertain. People don't know if it's going to be turned into a baseball stadium or if the Oakland Athletics, soon to become presumably the Las Vegas Athletics, are going to decide to go elsewhere if they can't get this full funding that they need to make the deal happen. There's people protesting this right now, a group that is upset because the money didn't go to educational resources here in the state. And they're trying to force it onto a government plebiscite that would have people voting about whether or not they really wanted the tax dollars and the tax breaks to go to a new stadium instead of something like schools. As for Murray the Magician and Rich Little and all of these epic performers, who knows where they're going to end up. But one thing's for certain, Vegas is always changing, and it doesn't wait for anybody to tell it how to act because it has a reactionary sense to it. If you like these kinds of videos and you want to see more tours of properties, more commentary and crazy live streams, be sure to subscribe to the channel. The Tropicana has a place in my heart with me and my family and my wife having formed a foundation for a 20-year relationship here. And I want to hear what your Tropicana story is in the comments below. So until the next time, my name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. This is when we say goodbye to you, Tropicana. We look at the camera and we say 3, 2, 1, click. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and click.
Hey, thanks so much for watching my sentimental look at the Tropicana. I tried really hard on this video, so throw us a subscription and leave us a comment. Check out our live streams Fridays and Sundays, Friday nights and Sunday mornings. We also do regular uploads throughout the week. I'm going to put a video up here that I think you might like, and YouTube will put one that they think that you might like. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.